Hi, my name is Bill Bradley. I'm an extreme endurance athlete, and this is my video newsletter. The topic of today's newsletter is the gut check. Have you ever had one of those days, where everything goes wrong that could possibly go wrong? Like, or in a race where everything could go wrong that could possibly goes wrong, or in an event. I mean, I had one of those days. I had gone for my 6-hour English Channel qualifying swim where you have to swim 6 hours in San Francisco Bay, no wetsuit, no brakes. The temperature's about 57, 58 degrees. And I went into it tired. I was trying to train right through it. I really was probably a little too confident in my abilities to think that I could recover and do this swim. And so I had a pretty big weekend the weekend before, and I paid the price. I went into it and I was tired. I knew I was tired. And I started out, and I remember we were looking where we were going to start. We were starting at Point Bonita, so it's out 2 or 3 miles past the Golden Gate. It's the last point out there. And anyway, there were all these baby seals all on shore, and I was going to swim to shore and then start. And I looked at all those baby seals, and we both all decided, like, let's not swim near the baby seals just in case there's like big seals around. And they think we're screwing with the baby seals. And so we swam to the next little beach next to it, and I took off swimming. And so I start out, and I'm feeling it. And the first thing I feel is like, it felt like I was swimming through seaweed, like something was rubbing up and down the back of my leg. I would later find out it was the whiskers of one of these baby seals. It was going up and down my leg. It was really freaky. And then it bumped me, right? So it gave me a bump. And it's like, so it's playing with me, right? And so this goes on, he bumps me 2 or 3 times, and the guys on my Zodiac, my crew, thinks it's really funny. This little baby seal's like swimming through your legs, and they just think it's so great. Well, this goes on for an hour and a half, and I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm swimming out in the ocean, I don't like anything to touch me, like nothing to touch me. I don't care if it's a baby seal, because all I kept thinking is that baby seal probably has teeth. And even if that baby seal doesn't have teeth, his mama might be around thinking I'm screwing with the baby seal, and she's definitely got teeth. They'll bite you like a dog. So anyway, but this little seal followed me for an hour and a half. That was the start of my swim. Here I am tired, and an hour and a half this little seal keeps bumping me, just kind of keeping me on edge. Even they just started ignoring me in the Zodiac, and I just keep getting bump, bump, bump. Anyway, after an hour and a half, that little seal probably thought, man, I'm getting a ways from home. I better head back. Because if he would have kept going with me, I'd have to take him home, introduce him to my little dog, and put him in the bathtub or something. But anyway, so the seal finally stopped. But now I'm like, I was having trouble with eating. I mean, it was because, we were definitely hitting some chop out there because we're past the Golden Gate. And I was getting some water down my down my pipes, I mean, either when we're trying to figure it out, but it's either when I'm feeding or when I'm breathing, but I'm definitely sucking in some salt water, and I don't know. I mean, everything they tell you about, like people who die because they have too much salt water, it's the truth! Because, man, I get so sick when I get that salt water in me. And so I started getting this nauseous feeling. It was like a big knot in my gut. And normally, I tried something a little bit different. I tried not feeding and seeing if this would go away, which normally I would feed and I would just throw up, and then I would feed again, and I would throw up, and I'd feed again, and I'd throw up. And that's probably what I should have done. In hindsight, I will do that next time, because you're still getting food in you if you throw up. But by me waiting, I waited about an hour to have a feed, and it was too long, because what happened was, now my body, which went into it tired, and then I'm not getting any fuel in it, it got cold. So now after 2 hours, every time I stop, I'm shivering. And when I'm swimming, I'm feeling cold when I'm swimming. I'm using every mental technique I can to just keep going. I've only swam 2 hours so far. And I'm thinking like, okay, just try to get in the zone, When you feel cold, when you feel cold and you're shivering all the time, I personally could not get in the zone. This was going to be a day, I would call it a gut check. I was going to have to see what my guts were made of in order to finish this swim. I remember by the time I got to the 2 hour, after 4 hours with only 2 hours to go, it was like it took everything I had to keep going. I call this as a target workout. It's a target workout, and I kept telling myself, there's no way I'm quitting, no way I'm quitting. It's a target workout. This is my qualifying swim for the 6-hour swim. I had a couple really tough guys on the boat, but I'm telling you, it took everything I had to grind that thing out. I mean, when you're out of the zone and you're in that cold water in the bay, every 5 minutes feels like a freaking hour. But you know what? I finished it. I survived my gut check, and it made me tougher. I mean, it definitely was a tough day. It wasn't great for my confidence, but it was great for on the end of having a really smooth swim. But it was great for my confidence on the other end that I could survive a gut check day where everything that possibly could go wrong went wrong, and I still finished the 6-hour swim. So anyway, I just want to tell you, when you're having one of those days and everything that can go wrong goes wrong, and you still manage to finish the event, the race, whatever you're doing, and you get it done, know that you just had you survived a gut check, and that just made you stronger. Anyway, if you're interested, you can follow me on Facebook or Twitter. If you got a question for me, put it in the YouTube comment section. And if you have a comment, put it in the comment section too, because I want to read them. And if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube account, please subscribe to it. There's a little arrow on the side that you can push underneath, and then it'll do a little drop down, and in there will be a subscribe button. That's our plan. We're putting that little subscribe button in there. And also, if you're interested in me talking to your team, your group, your company, your organization, please email me at epicbillbradley@gmail.com, and we will send you out some information. Thank you very much.